Live TV Radio.
Live TV Radio.
Live TV Radio. Ang pinakabagong programa sa radyo at telebisyon. Bangon na Pilipinas! Bangon na Pilipinas!
Kay ganda, bangon, katotohanan ay dinggin na. Bagong pag-asa'y isisigaw, liwanag sa ating bayan, ako't ikaw. Bangon na Pilipinas, oh, usapang Pilipino, ikaw at ako. Bangon na Pilipinas, oh, balitang Pilipino. Bangon na Pilipinas. Bangon, ngayon na ang pagkakataon. Bangon, tindig lakas sa panahon. Bagong pag-asa'y isisigaw, liwanag sa ating bayan, ako't ikaw. Bangon na Pilipinas, oh, usapang Pilipino, ikaw at ako. Bangon na Pilipinas, oh, balitang Pilipino. Bangon na Pilipinas, oh, oh, usapang Pilipino, ikaw at ako. Bangon na Pilipinas, oh, balitang Pilipino. Bangon na Pilipinas, bangon na Pilipinas.
Talakayan ng pinakanapapanahong issue, usapang maghahatid ng kaalaman sa ikaunlad ng pamayanan dito sa Bangon na Pilipinas! Bangon na Pilipinas!
Magandang umaga Pilipinas, gising na!
Kilos na. Kami ang inyong mga kaibigan, Michael Pastrana.
At Daniel Castro, kasama ninyo sa Bangon na Pilipinas!
Bangon na Pilipinas!
Magandang umaga po mga kaibigan, good morning Philippines! Ngayon po ay ika-22 sa buwan ng Pebrero, taong 2022, Martes ngayon. Oras po natin sa buong bansa, 9:06 ng umaga. Partner, good morning!
Good morning, partner, at sa lahat ng ating mga taga-subaybay dito sa programa na Bangon na Pilipinas. Isa pong mapagpalang umaga sa inyong lahat.
Yes, kamusta po ba ang inyong Martes ng umaga mga kaibigan? Medyo maulambon po dito sa aming kinaroroonan, partner, sa inyong bang area?
The same tayo, partner. Kagabi pa yan. Dito ay walang tigil ang hamog-hamog at ang pag-ulan na medyo tagiktik. Ibig sabihin, hindi tumitigil. So, pare-pareho tayo, partner, ng kalagayan.
Tawag ng iba dyan, partner, ulan mayaman daw.
Ulang mayaman. Hamog mayaman. Kaya ingat-ingat sa kalusugan dahil pang mayaman din po ang mga hospital, kaya ingat-ingat po.
Ay, magastos. Okay. Teka mga kaibigan, partner, ito simulan natin ating palatuntunan at ating pong mga kasama sa ating programa via Zoom. Ang ating pong CHR Chairperson, si Attorney Lea Armamento. Attorney, good morning po.
Good morning, Attorney.
Good morning po mga sirs. At good morning sa inyong mga tagapakinig.
Yan, ako salamat po Attorney sa inyong oras ngayon pong araw ito sa ating programa. Regarding po pala muna dito yung sa human rights advocate na isang doktor na inaresto po. Ano ho ba ang pagkakamali o nakikita natin hindi tama o hindi wasto doon sa pagkaka-aresto doon sa doktor na ito, Attorney?
Sir, i-share ko po sa inyo yung report ng aming CHR Caraga Region na nag-interview kay Doktora Nati De Castro. Ito, ang sabi po ni Doktora De Castro na sabi niya, the government forces who arrested me were very brutal.
Oh.
They entered our residence forcibly. They did not ask for any permission to enter. They did not identify themselves and their authority to me and my family. They did not show a copy of the warrant of arrest.
Mhm.
Dr. Ranati also noticed that there were persons who wore police uniforms, others wore civilian clothes. When she was finally in their custody, they took her phone. She was not allowed to communicate with any member of her family despite her request. She was not allowed to talk to a lawyer. She did not know exactly the nature and details of the case against her because it was not explained to her and she does not have a copy of it. From her residence, she was brought to San Juan Police Station where she was profiled and where she finally had a glimpse of the warrant of arrest. Later, she was brought to Quirino Medical Center for a medical checkup. While they were waiting for her medical result, she was brought to an intelligence group building in Camp Crame. The arresting team did not allow her family to talk or communicate with her. They lied to her family about where they will bring her when they left Quirino Medical Center. From Camp Crame, they went to Ninoy Aquino International Airport. The arresting team was compelled to rebook their flight to Butuan City because they were 5 minutes late during check-in. They eventually took the Davao flight and arrived there at around 6 p.m. at Davao City. They were met by personnel of Military Intelligence Battalion, Region 11. They arrived at Bayugan City Police Station at around 11 p.m. The whole time that they were traveling, she was requesting the team that she be allowed to make a phone call to her family, but to no avail. She vomited 3 times during the travel. When asked, Dr. Castro averred that so far only PNP PIO interviewed her at Bayugan City Police Station, aside from CHR Caraga. A certain Mike Andruel of PNP PIO asked her regarding her alleged involvement with the New People's Army. She told them that she had no involvement whatsoever with the said group. Dr. Castro also heard that she will be transferred somewhere else because her detention in Bayugan City Police Station is only temporary. So she requested the Commission on Human Rights to monitor her detention so that her family will be informed of her whereabouts. So ito ho yung kwento ni Dr. Nati ng kanyang arrest. So this is her side of the story. So we will give due process naman sa ating arresting officer. We will ask for their comment on this. Ganun po yun.
Okay, Attorney Lea, dito po sa nabanggit po ninyo, pag titingnan po natin, supposed to be, hindi dapat ganun ang magiging proseso kung ikaw ay aarestuhin, ano? At dapat ipaliwanag po ano ang content ng warrant of arrest. Ang tanong po ay yung pong sitwasyon pong iyan, ano po ang naging move ngayon ng CHR?
Sir, ito kwento ito ni Dr. Nati.
Okay.
So we respect also the right to due process naman ng ating arresting officer. So we will get their side of the story. Kasi kung makita natin na may lapses na hindi sinunod ng ating arresting officer ang kanilang rules of procedure on how to arrest, which is ay nasa batas yan eh. Sa Republic Act Republic Act na 7438 na talagang dinetalye how to arrest. So kung there is a violation on that, we can file administrative action and criminal action. We can file it with the Office of the Ombudsman because this is done in the performance of their duty as police officer. Actually, it's a composite team eh. May military.
Yes. Attorney Lea, as of now, wala pa po kayong nakukuhang side ng arresting team?
Wala pa. Hindi ko, sir, alam kung kinukuha na nila. Pero wala pa kasi silang report na sinabmit sa amin. Kahapon lang namin ito nakuha ang report nila So as
Okay.
of today, ang concern kasi namin ngayon, sir, parang ililipat nila si Dr. Nati sa provincial jail. So we are now monitoring her transfer. Ensure that it's done properly. We don't
Okay.
want naman na magkasala na uli ang ating mga police officers.
Okay. Attorney Leia, ilang taon na po si Dr. Castro? Tama po?
Oh, hindi ko alam, sir.
Kasi yung paglilipat din ho doon sa kanya, itong tinatawag na biyahe niya, paglilipat-lipat sa ibang lugar, maganda ho sana talaga ma-monitor yan dahil hindi din natin alam kung gaano na edad nito, no? At ang pinakamahalaga po siguro dito, Atty. Leia, as of now, talagang may full monitoring ang ating CHR. At kung mapatunayan naman talaga may kasalanan, wala naman sigurong problema. Pero kung wala, dapat kung managot, ang dapat managot. Kung mali ang procedure talaga ng kanilang tinatawag na pag-arrest sa isang tao, dahil talagang dapat well-explained po yan eh.
Opo, tsaka yung right to counsel and right to
Yes.
communicate. Importante
Yes,
po yun.
yes. At saka, attorney, nabanggit nyo kanina, yung content ng warrant of arrest ay doon lang niya nalaman nung siya dalhin sa PNP station ng Bayugan po ba yan? Tama?
Hindi, dito lang sa muna sa San Juan.
Okay. Sorry. Makita natin, halos hindi niya alam kung totoo yung kanyang statement, ano? Pero kung iyan po ay ganyan ang totoong pangyayari po, Atty. Leia, ano ho ang po pwedeng ikaso dito po sa arresting team, bukod sa administrative case?
Sir, kasi yun di ba may abuse of authority kayo, and then
Yes.
follow. Tapos sir, ang kasi yung Republic Act na nagdedetalye ng ating how to implement the warrant of arrest, it carries kasi penalty. So may may fine din yun. So it's a criminal, it's kasi punitive eh. So may penalties, ibig sabihin, it's criminal action din.
Yes.
Okay.
Pero attorney, ano nga ho ba talaga yung kaso ni Doktora at ba't siya hinuli? Ano po yung nasa warrant of arrest niya?
Sir, wala kaming ang nakukuha lang namin na info, pero we didn't, me personally, I was not able to read it. Ang lang sir, she was charged with common crimes. Kidnapping or illegal detention. So, non-bailable ito. Tapos, although they were trying to say na high-ranking officer siya ng either, siguro, actually sir, it's more of New People's Army kasi, di ba?
Okay.
Ngayon sir, ang membership kasi sa Communist Party, hindi naman na crime eh. Kasi di ba maalala nyo nung umupo noon si President Cory Aquino, inabolish niya na yung anti-subversion law. And we consider membership sa CPP, sa Communist Party of the Philippines, as part of your freedom of association.
Okay, I see. Pero sa CHR po ba, kahit pa paano, meron na ho kayong parang background checking na rin kay Dr. Castro?
Wala pa sir, wala. Tsaka, ang sa amin naman sir, ang concern namin kung tama ba yung pag-implement nila ng warrant of arrest, yung pag-aresto. Yung concern namin, yung hindi naman natin pwede, kung pwede, we do not violate human rights ng ating individual citizen.
Okay. Kasi nga doon talaga yung kwento ni Doktora, yung pagkuha sa kanya, medyo mali ang procedure na kinukwento niya. According sa kanya, sabi niyo pero waiting tayo ngayon sa explanation naman ng mga pulis.
Opo, oo.
Alright, sige po. Attorney, may iba po tayo ng kaunti. Regarding naman dun sa mga nawawalang sa Bungero, alam ko, lumapit na rin sa inyong mga pamilya niyan. Kamusta po ba ang update dyan?
As we speak, sir, walang report sa amin yung aming coordinate kasi, sir, sa pulis. Ang problema lang namin, sir, there are instances kasi, sir, na ang pulis hindi cooperative sa amin, sa Commission on Human Rights. So, usually, ang ginagawa po ng aming mga investigador, yung people on the ground, yung family, yung mga neighbors, yun lang mga tinatanong namin. Pero, so far, sir, wala pa kaming complete report na sinabit sa amin.
I see. Sa paanong aspeto ho ba medyo nasasabi natin parang uncooperative yung police sa inyong pong investigasyon?
Hindi kami, sir, binibigyan ng records.
Okay.
Di ba dapat naman bibigyan kami? Part yun, sir, ng nila ng obligation na dapat bibigyan kami ng records.
Yes.
Kaya lang, di